Welcome back to another video. Before we begin, sorry about the blank case, it's still here. It'll get filled, I promise, just not in this video. But today we're going to be taking a look at a Disney set. This is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Cottage that newly released in March. It is really, really cool. So let's go ahead and get into the details. This is set 43242, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Cottage, with 2,208 pieces and 10 minifigures, 7 of which, all of the dwarves, are exclusive. It retailed for $219, which I think is a really good price for this. We'll see as we go. Yeah, and it's super cute. And so you might be wondering, I do review some Disney sets. This one is actually my own. I'm not borrowing this from my sister to show off. I got one myself, and I have never bought a Disney set before, but this one hooked me. And it is mostly because while the movie and everything is cute, it actually reminded me of this little thing here. 1995 Bluebird Polly Pocket Snow White playset that my sister and I had as little kids. We played so much with this thing, and it is very, very reminiscent to this Lego set build. I saw the details in it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I initially thought of this Polly Pocket set. My sister still owns it, which is really cool, so I borrowed it for this review. I did want to show you inside the house just to show you how similar with the Lego set it is, and it comes with almost the exact figures minus Prince Florian. And then obviously the couple of side builds this little Polly Pocket set does not have, but I will give you guys a look inside, and then we will get a look inside of the big cottage, the Lego cottage, and you can see how similar they are and how very reminiscent to me that it is. So this set is really special, and it is mostly because it reminds me of this little Polly Pocket set here. Before all of that though, let's get in and take a closer look at the minifigures. First up for minifigures, we have Snow White. And this is pretty much the best that they can get this figure. I think she's awesome, especially that cool little fabric collar looks great. Printed arms, sparkly dress details, looks really, really nice. Love the hair piece. It is rubber, which is kind of interesting. So I guess it technically would have the ability to kind of rub off the paint. It's really hard to get off her head, but you can see it's rubber. She has a secondary sleeping face, which looks really good and important to the scene that we could use her for. There's Snow White, and we do see her in the new Disney castle, so she's not an exclusive figure. We also have Prince Florian, and he has a relatively simple outfit, but I think that it gets the job done. Dual molded shoes, which is really cool, or legs, I should say, and then a red cape. He also comes in the Disney castle, so he is not new to this set, but a very good inclusion because that castle is very expensive. And then we get the Evil Queen in disguise, and she comes from the Villains set. So she, again, is not exclusive to this one, but pretty good, very plain overall. That's just her costume. And she has an apple in a basket. That is a rubber basket, which is pretty cool. There is her angry face versus her nice face using that Emperor Palpatine's hood piece, which I think is really fitting here. And then, of course, we start with the dwarves, and these are so cute. They look a little bit weird without noses. They take some getting used to, but I think that overall they were really well done, and the designers thought a lot into designing them. They have 2 different beard pieces that oscillate between this one and a little short one, and then little hat pieces that change as well. So this one, I believe, is Bashful, and he has an even more bashful look on the back, which is so cute. We have Grumpy, and he's holding a cup. He's grumpier, maybe, on the back. I can't quite tell. Just a different version of Grumpy. We have Doc. And an alternate face of Doc. As well as the dual molded arms for these short sleeves, which is really cool. Here we have Sleepy. I love the singular tooth. He's a little less drowsy on the other side, but definitely you can pick out which dwarf is which without having to use like the side of the box. Here we have Sneezy. Super cute. Love the sneeze. Here he is about to sneeze, and he can get a little bit confusing with Sleepy because of that like little open mouth tooth. And then we have Happy, who is literally happier on the other face. I didn't think it could get any happier than this. So cute. And my very favorite minifigure is Dopey. He comes with ears and a little kiss on his head, which is so cute. And then on the back, he's just smiling, but I love that little kiss mark from Snow White. It's just adorable. I love Dopey. Precious. All these dwarves are so good. The characters included are just amazing for the price, and we get all of these dwarves to be exclusive. It's awesome. You literally can't ask for more. Aside from the house itself, we get 2 small builds. We have the fountain, which is really, really well built. This will obviously takes place before Snow White runs away, so it's not really... I think that the set would have been just fine with the glass coffin and the cottage. In fact, it could have been just fine with just the cottage. So this is just an extra build, and it's really nice. Unfortunately, Snow White is not accurate in the costume that we get in this set. She should be wearing her like brown outfit, but that's okay. A really good well build with lots of little flowers and 2 white birds. There's a lot of animals in this set, but I think that this little well is very, very cute. Lego did a really good job on this. Then our second build, of course, is our glass coffin, complete with some tree and forest background because it goes with the cottage, of course. And there is a spot you can put Snow White in here. It comes off. Mine doesn't want to fit super well for some reason, but she's supposed to. And that glass coffin is really cool. We have a printed tile that says Snow White on both sides, which looks really nice. This is a very, very cool build. Alrighty, and taking a look at the cottage, I've got to turn it to the side, so we'll flip views here, but we have, like I said, a lot of animals. We have a little birdhouse here with a bluebird, front door with a little log stump, a bunny, a squirrel, very, very foresty, super cute, another little squirrel, a bucket, a little bench onto this ladder here. We have all of these like little printed wood, they're supposed to be like wooden owl pieces for like the joists along the house. We have little printed shutters with little hearts. This is funny because, you know, for a bunch of messy old men, they have little heart shutters. I think that's funny. Another little birdhouse right here in this white tree, and this white tree is very reminiscent of the forest when Snow White's running through it and getting scared. And I like how it's there. We got a mushroom, and then of course the thatching on the roof is a very, very bright yellow. I think that that is just fine. On the side, we get some other fun goodies. We have a little tree as well as a mining diamond forge that is kind of a cool little add-on build. After the dwarves come back from mining, they can drop their diamonds off there. We get a little table for it, which I think is very, very cool. On the other side, we just get kind of like a singular tree build. And that is it for basically the front of this building. Now it does split into 2 pieces here, and it is not closed off in the back. So I will flip it around to show you kind of what we can see, and then we'll go into the interior a little more. All right, just from the interior here, we have a little upstairs section with some diamonds. They came with some extras and stuff, so I added them in here. I think that looks really good. We can see a dining room table. We have a fireplace. Back there we have a kitchen. We have a little dancing piano living room area. Upstairs we have the bedroom. So that's basically everything that you can see from just this view of the cottage itself. And it does break apart into 2 sections, which is very helpful for kind of accessing and getting your hands in. We have a really detailed like little clock interior. The door build is very unique as well. We just have a lot of other little details like spoons and a broom. There's a sock hanging from the fireplace. Of course, a fun aspect of this set is the light brick in the fireplace. Looks really cool. You can take out the dining room table. It's all on jumper tiles if you wanted to, but I mean, it's fine. You can set the dwarves in there as well, which is really cool. I like that it does give you that availability because we do see them eating in there. You can set the dwarves in there if you would like. And then on the other side, we have the piano that Grumpy plays, really hard to see. And then just in the very back, we have the little kitchen area where there's a pie for Grumpy as well. Again, pretty tight to be able to get your hands into, but very cool nonetheless. And then, of course, to access the bedroom, the easiest way to do that is just to remove this side panel here, and we can see all of the dwarves' beds. And it's really, really tight in there. We have stickers for all of the nameplates on the bottom of the beds, which is really cool. The beds are just a little bit small for the dwarves, unfortunately, but you can kind of like lay Snow White across them if you would like. And then up here we have another like little upstairs section, like an attic roof, and we have like a spider. There is that other sock, so they're probably missing a sock. And then there is some windows with a little, then there are some windows, and that is basically it. This is obviously more for a collector than a play set, but you could play in it if you wanted to. It definitely would work better for small hands reaching inside, and they do give you some access points to do that with, which is nice. It's very considerate in this build. And then the little roofing just slips back on. It like notches into place, and let me see. Yeah, it notches into place and is pretty dang seamless. overall, I think that the amount of detail that this cottage holds is incredible. It is really, really cool, and again, looks so much like the little Polly Pocket set. It is just precious. It's adorable, and I really like it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So next time, guys, I'll catch you later.